Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on Litecoin. We'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 4 hour in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 4 hours worth of time. So all this here may look like a couple of months worth of time. It's actually just the past few days broken down into 4-hour time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Done this analysis several times in the past, so that is where these green line annotations are coming from. But before I go any further, I do want to note that from a disclosure perspective, I do own Litecoin from the long side of things. So as I get into the analysis here, just keep that in mind. I am a long shareholder of Litecoin. So some updates here that need to be done. First one is just based on a foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So for those of you that perhaps remember the last video I did, I was talking about 137 being that level of support, and it was actually doing a good solid job of holding that support. I mean, it did a great job right there of creating a bounce, and then the price was hovering around it, trying its best. However, the bears ultimately did win out right there, and you can see the results of that. That was kind of like the miniature floodgates opening up, and down the price went. Straight down to essentially this next level of support right here at $120, give or take. And that's right where the price is kind of sitting around right now. But given that the crypto markets are open 24/7, and given that the chart is going to be changing all weekend long, so if you come back and look at this on Sunday, yeah, the chart may look a little bit different. So that's why I want to focus on more so the big picture of things. So as far as big picture levels, again, 137 is going to be that first area. If somehow the price can bounce up there and then fight through that level, the next level of resistance to keep an eye on is going to be that purple line right there, which is the famous 50-period simple moving average. But as it stands right now, one step at a time. And really, in my opinion, top priority right now is not even breaking levels of resistance. It's just simply going sideways. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, going sideways is just as good as going up at this point in time, because essentially, as I'm sure you realize if you've been watching it, this one has just been bleeding and bleeding. So, as someone in my shoes, that's a long. I just want to see some sort of stabilization and sideways price action. So it's not like I'm not going to be happy unless the price bounces upwards. Let's just see if the bulls can level things out. In the event this downward move continues, so wow, it hasn't been down here for a long time. I'm just going to go ahead real quick and delete these lines. So we don't have lines all over the place. And I'm going to use this green line here. Yeah, 121. But really, next key overall level of support right down there around 105, which was, back there from February. You can go back through the history of the chart and then, see right there on 2 separate occasions, both there and there. The bears try to press through and the bulls did a good job. Actually got somewhat close to it over the past several hours. Didn't quite hit it, but without doubt, over the weekend, 105 is definitely a key level of support. So if you come back and watch this video, or this is the first time you're seeing this video on Sunday and the price is, down below 100, well, there you go. You know that things are just that much more bearish because the price is broken below this very important level of support. So we shall see what happens, but a lot of volume, especially when you consider that the overall markets were closed today. So it should be a pretty entertaining weekend. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.